FaithForwardExperience.com is live, y'all. It is live. I am so excited. Hearing it here first. I want you to head over to FaithForwardExperience.com. Check us out. Leave a comment below. Just incredible things happening, but not just because of me. But it's all because of God and His plan for my life. My motto is, Lord, if what I want for my life is not in your will for my life, let it vanish and give me peace about it.
FaithForward Experience has been such a blessing to my life. It's brought so much structure and allowed me to stay disciplined despite all that life is throwing at all of us. I'm thankful for the relationships that it's brought into my life. I'm thankful for the guidance. And I'm thankful for just the constant reminder that I'm never alone in trying to achieve my goals. So extremely thankful for FaithForward Experience.
I'm Valerie, a faithful member of the FaithForward community and proud owner of the Mama Beast podcast, which could not have happened without FaithForward. And I am just so grateful. Thank you, Coria.
Is it off now? Question mark. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I want to do a quick check. If somebody will type in the comments, I know that I had a little bit of feedback this morning, but let me know if you can hear me clearly. Okay, I think I'm back. Everybody give me one more thumbs up if you can see me now. You know, we don't control technology. Allison, am I good? I know Allison can see me on the back end. So it was my connection. I'll give everybody just a second. If you can see me and if you can hear me, yes, got it. All right. So, like I said, we are not going to let technology stop us this morning. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I can't say how grateful I am. I'm going to ask you to take one moment and share this live with somebody. Share this live with somebody. And at the end, I have some gift cards that I am going to give out. And I definitely appreciate it. Okay, I see Arika saying that she will join. Make sure you click the link for StreamYard, Arika. But share this live for a chance to win at the end. I'm not going to be choosing the winner. I will have an independent person do that, so you don't have to worry about whether or not it would be fair, even though I think you know that anyway. But why are we here today? Y'all, 2020 is not over. I keep hearing people say, I'm so ready for 2020 to be over. But guess what? You know, if 2020 were to come to an end right now, so many of us have goals that we have not achieved just yet. We're not done. I know that I'm not done. I've been working on some things and that I am still believing God to manifest in 2020. Let's not rush this year away because there's still so much time to do so much. I also want to remind everybody, if you're not following Faith Board Experience on Facebook, make sure that you do that. And then you can also follow me on all social medias at C. Burns Falker. But back to 2020. There have legitimately been times this year when I wanted to hide. I actually have a young lady who was telling this story, and it was so profound, about how when she lost everything, she was living in someone's basement. And I want you to think about that. Basements are normally cold. They don't have windows. they're just dreary. And she said every day she would go down into this basement. But then she got this phenomenal job and she started to make all of this money and she was doing well. She could have moved out of the basement, but her mindset was stuck there. And she just got really comfortable. And a long time ago, I preached a message called Comfort in Uncomfortable Situations. And that's exactly what happened. She became comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. And for some of us, that's what 2020 has brought. We're uncomfortable, but then we're comfortable with our goals, and that's not okay. So we want to get out of the basement. How about that? We don't want to get comfortable in the basement. And today we're going to do a quick gut check, if you will. We're going to see who's really ready to push themselves forward. Yes, I know it's September, but guys, it's not too late. And we're going to set some specific goals for 2020. That starts with responsibility. And here's a news flash. It's up to nobody else. Your vision, God gave it to you. It is your responsibility. And when he gives us that vision, it's our responsibility to carry it out. Accountability partners are great. Don't get me wrong. Accountability partners are great. And we even talk about that in Faith Board. But if they say, if it is to be, it is up to me, right? So if it is to be, it's up to me. And before we can determine where we want to end up, we have to take a real life assessment of where we are. So right now, I want you guys to do one thing. In the comment box, you know how we post these pictures and we're like, my current situation? In the comment box, I want you to type one word that describes your current situation. So I want you to say whatever your name is, my current situation is. You can only choose one word, just one. My current situation is what? So my current situation, and I did not plan this ahead of time. Let's see. My current situation is motivated. I'm motivated right now. So in the comments, I want everybody to type one word that describes their current situation. I'm going to give you a quick moment just so that I can see some of the comments. All right. Janelle says her current situation is focused, intentional. And I believe that was your word for a year as well. All right. Her current situation is I love this word, transition. Martia, we're going to talk about that a little bit today. My current situation is determined. I love it. All of those things are awesome. So again, you have to have a real life conversation with yourself about where you are before we can determine where we want to go, right? You have to have that conversation with yourself. And sometimes we're not willing to do that. Well, you're going to hear from a young lady next that has been a part of Faith Board. When I say this person, I dare not say my partner in crime, because she's my partner in laughs. She's my partner in execution, because she is an execution person. I absolutely love her, but she made a decision that she wasn't going to wait on 2020. And when I tell you that she's had some things to happen in her life, she could have enjoyed her new daughter for the rest of the year. But she wasn't going to wait for 2020 to be over in order to push her purpose forward. I'll say that. And I'm going to stop here because I want her to tell you how Faith Board experience has helped her and what she's been up to.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to mic check 1 2 1 2.
I can hear you good.
Perfect. Good morning, Faith Boarders. How awesome is this? Oh my goodness. Well, like Coria said, my name is Allison Parker. I have been a part of Faith Board now probably about 5 or 6 years, Coria.
Yes.
5 or 6 years. And it has just changed so much for me. So just to give you all a little bit of context, when I started Faith Forward, I think I was maybe newly engaged. And here I am now, 6 years later, married with a child. And I have always enjoyed my experience with Faith Forward. But I want to first talk about that question that Corey asked, which was, what is your current situation? I was sitting there trying to figure out, what is my current situation? I know y'all heard I got a little frog in my throat, so that's kind of my current situation, sipping my tea. But beyond that, my current situation, I love what Corey, there were some that really stood out to me. So my current situation is discipline. My current situation is purpose, or purposeful, I can say. And I would say another current situation of mine is kind of two words, but pushing forward. But let me tell you a little bit how Faith Forward has helped me in my purpose. So a goal, as we started continuing coming to Faith Forward, we set a goal for ourselves to work on being debt free, or working towards being debt free. And when we first started, we were pushing. And then about 2 years into our journey, we had a baby, which, hello, hashtag daycare, hello, 800 plus a month, hello. So yeah, Corey is right. I could have decided, you know what, we're just going to put the debt-free journey to the side. But being a part of Faith Forward helped me to keep my goals aligned in front of me and to stay on the right track. So we took a brief break to get our finances in order and make sure we could kind of pivot with our budget. But I'll say another thing that Faith Forward helped me realize is that I'm truly passionate about helping people become debt free. And so Faith Forward plays a big part in how Friends Who Budget came to be, which is the name of my business. And you can see the logo maybe up there in the right-hand corner for me, and maybe a little different for you guys. But after we got back on track, I really started pushing forward with my company, Friends Who Budget, which is out there. I've shared it with the world. I've had the support and the backing of Coria. And Faith Forward has helped me remain accountable. It's helped me remember that whether I have 2 likes or 20 or 200 or 2,000, to give it my all, to pray over this company and to say, God, if this is what you have for me, I'm going to give it 100% all the time. So we've launched Friends Who Budget, and even most recently, we're getting ready to start a student loan payoff challenge. And I'll be sure to drop some notes in the comments so everyone can see. But you know, it's just been an awesome journey so far. But I have to give so many kudos to Coria for how she continues to push forward with Faith Forward and encourages us to go after those things that God has set and laid on our heart. But she always encourages us to plan, to prepare, and to perform. So you don't want to just jump out there and do something. You want to make sure it aligns with what God has for you. You want to make sure that you plan. You want to be prepared. And then when he says it's ready, you hit the ground running and you perform. So my heart is forever indebted to Coria. Like she said, we are partners in laughs, partners in typos, partners in running, partners in walking, partners in everything. So I love Faith Forward, and I appreciate this opportunity, Coria, and I'll see everybody else in the comments.
All right. Thank you, Allison. I mean, you guys have no idea how close Allison and I got in such a short period of time. That is for another live video. But what I love about Allison is she expects more, not from just other people, but she expects more from herself at all times. And she doesn't get stuck, in the past. And I got to admit, I thought working from home, and I don't know who can agree with this, but I thought that working from home would allow me to get all of these projects done that I had around my house. Baby, no. What it did was it gave me more work hours, more distractions, when it comes to my goals. That's what happened. I just started to get distracted. I would wake up and my laptop was there, and I thought that I had to start working right then. I would go to sleep, and I had just put away my laptop. And I'm going to tell you, I had to get a hold of myself because I knew that there were things that I needed to accomplish. I have to give props to Marvette Critney, who is on this live. And when I tell y'all, she snap me into place. Like, wait a minute, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got goals. We got to get going. You have a story to tell. And I'm so grateful for those types of friends who are not going to tell me that it's okay. Can I be 100% honest? It was Allison who, I can't remember. I think I went to the chamber and I went to see her and I was walking down the street and she was like, okay, wait a minute, C. Burns, we getting thicker than a snicker up in here. We got to get it back together. I was following you online all the time. Guys, those are the types of friends that you need, and it is okay. So I love it that she expects more. And I had to have a mindset shift, or a shift in my mindset. I had to create a space in my home first that allowed me to work and be creative, and that I could just shut things out. And that mindset, it really needs to be more about what you want versus what you had. Because honestly, that's what can happen. A lot of times we think about, well, pre-COVID, I had this, or before this happened, I had this, or I used to. Get out of that mindset. Start focusing on what it is that you want. And I just looked at this, I'm pointing the wrong way, right behind me. You can't wait until everything is perfect. Don't wait until you're not afraid. You have to jump scared. Literally, you have to jump scared. So I just want to tell you that it's not too late. 2020 isn't over. We still need to plan for an incredible future. And speaking of mindset, you know, I got to tell you that when it comes to mindset, you actually have to win mentally before you can win physically. And that's going to transition me over into my next guest, not my guest, my sister, my friend. It doesn't matter how long we haven't seen each other. The embrace is always real. I'll say that. The embrace is always real when I see her. Last week for my birthday, we celebrated and she was here. And guys, if I can just explain, if I could just have one word to describe her, it was glowing. She was glowing. And it was a glow that I had never seen before. And that's not a put down at all. But like I said, you have to win this battle mentally before you can move on to trying to do anything else. So I'm going to stop, pumping her up right now, because y'all going to think that she paid me to say this. But I want to bring my sister on to talk about her journey to a better physically fit self. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And when I tell you I'm a crybaby, and Corey, I just thank you. I thank you, and I love you so much. But when I tell you, y'all, it has been a journey. It has truly been a journey. And when Corey first started Faith Forward, I was married. I thought I was happily married, and now I'm no longer married. But I'm grateful to God. I started a weight loss journey a couple of years ago when me and my husband separated. But I was more dependent upon the products that I was taking. And over the time, I went through a state of depression. I worked 2 jobs so that I would be focused, so that I didn't have to face my problems that I actually had in my life. So I worked 2 jobs around the clock, seemed like, and 5 hours of sleep. And I gained, oh my God, I got up to 270 pounds. I had dropped down to 223. And I got up to 270, and I was still fitting in my clothes, and they were kind of snug, but I was still able to fit in them. So I thought I was okay. And then one day reality set in. I stopped working the 2 jobs, and I stepped on the scale, and it said 270. And I'm like, oh my God, where did this weight come from? But because I was not focused on Eureka, I lost it. And something just said, it's time for you to get back. It's time for you to go back and claim who you are. And I'm grateful to Faith Board. I wanted to run into my room and pull my board out because it's in my corner in my bedroom, and I look at it every single day. And this year I was able to go to the Faith Board for a brief second because I had to go to work, but I was able to complete my board. And the things on my board has come to pass. I was determined to be in a house, and I'm in a house now. I left a 2-bedroom apartment. And it wasn't because of anything that I did. It was because of the faith. It was because of the persistency. I'm able to have money. I have money in the bank and I'm grateful. But now I've been on this weight loss journey. I want to say a good maybe 2.5 to 3 months. Every single day, I'm intentional about hitting somebody's pavement. When I get up every morning, I go to work, I clock in, I get 2 miles in. On my lunch break, I make sure I get 2 miles in. I make sure that I walk up 4 flights of steps every single day at work. And when I tell y'all, it does not get easy. It is hard. Every day I get to the top, I can't breathe. I'm about to pass out. But I said every day I have to make sure I do this for me, because if we don't do things for ourselves, we will literally lose it. And the scale doesn't always say something positive, but I noticed that my body is changing. If we stay consistent, if we stay persistent, if we are intentional about what we do. Faith Board has blessed me, even though I may not get on the calls all the time. I'm grateful for the woman of God and her and the vision that God gave her, because it has truly, truly, truly blessed me. And I have her in my bedroom. And, we're not supposed to have a whole lot of stuff in our bedroom, but my Faith Board, it is in my bedroom. So that way, when I get up every single day, when I go to bed every single night, it slaps me in my face. These are the things that you need to work on. Faith without works is dead. I can see it. And once I see it, I begin to believe it. Once I believe it, I go out and do something to make it happen. So don't think it to be strange that we're here this morning discussing Faith Board. When Coria said that we have to be, it was something she said that God led me to on the prayer line this morning. And when God leads us to something, he will give us, he makes it click. He makes it come together. But this morning on the prayer line, I said, we have to look at the man in the mirror. I can't look at Coria. I can't look at Valerie. I can't look at y'all. I have to look at Rika and see the imperfections of a Rika and ask God to fix me. I don't have the same journey. I haven't ran the marathon, but believe you me, it's in my future, and it's something that I want to accomplish. And the people that God has connected us to divinely, we see them, we see their progression. They don't realize that we're watching them, but they bless us, because Coria, I'm in the gym now. I was intimidated by a gym, and I see you on all those machines. Like, baby, I can't do that. I can't even jump that high. But because you did it, because you were faithful, because you shared it, I am in the gym now. And I have a personal trainer. And Coria, shut up and train. So I'm just grateful to God for the opportunity. I'm grateful to God for the changes that I see. Anything that we do, we have to be intentional about it. And when I tell you, I have grasped hold of who I am in Christ, of who I am, who God has really called me to be. And I know that I'm supposed to shine so that others see me. So I pray blessings upon you. I thank you for the opportunity, Coria. And y'all, let's go ahead and make this Faith Board walk, because we have a couple of months, but we can still make everything come to pass. So I thank you. Blessings to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, honestly, this is what Faith Board Experience is all about. I mean, for those of you on the line, and I'm not going to go into detail, I will just tell you that when a friend asked me to go away with some of our girlfriends for a weekend to do these vision boards, I automatically thought, I don't want to do an arts and crafts project. That's what came to my mind. I don't want to cut out no pictures and put them on a board that's going to end up behind my dresser in the closet, or, in the trash by March. I didn't want to do that. But the difference was, we stood in this circle. We stood around our visions. We asked God to show us what was on these boards that was really of him. And we prayed over these visions, and we prayed over these goals. And I'm telling you, within 2 weeks, things started to manifest. They started to manifest. And what occurred to me after that is, it wasn't about the pictures on the board. Please understand that. That's why I can't even call it a vision board, because so many times the visions are our visions. Faith board experience is about praying beforehand and asking God what it is that he has for your life, and then putting visual reminders to it. And there's some other steps, there's some other keys to success that I give, but you all, a lot of you know my motto: Lord, if what I want for my life is not in your will for my life, let it vanish and give me peace about it. But we have to pray about it. We have to plan, and then we need to execute. And I can give you so many other success stories. Valerie Champion has been to every single faith board experience since we started. She is now a published author. In fact, this is her book. Y'all, when I say that she is an author, I'm talking about you can go on Amazon and order this book. I ordered it on Amazon. She was selling it, but I'm a marketer and I think numbers, and I said, let me order it on Amazon so it can count, right? She is now an author. She has a podcast. Bree Singleton, if Bree is on the line, Bree has her own clothing line. I can tell this story. Bree was furloughed early into this COVID shutdown. Guys, it's like she didn't even miss a step. I'm like, what are you doing? You're doing what? And she has a clothing line. You can purchase her items on Etsy. I hope she will drop them, in the comments. Let's see, Miss Vincent. Oh, my college buddy. I hope that you are on the line. Stepped out on faith. She is doing phenomenal things in the education sector. And she just every year is something else that she has done, and it never amazes me. Barbara Brown, and y'all please forgive me if I forget anybody, but Barbara and her sister Janelle, two creative sisters. Y'all, they have an apparel company, and they are doing everything from custom face masks. I saw a t-shirt on Instagram last night, and I was like, wait a minute, I need that. And I talked about Marvette earlier. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. Marvette is the jack of all trades. She is the one who got me into the travel business. Hear me when I say, like back in 2005. And it has been phenomenal. Travel is something I do anyway. It is something that I love. Her statement to me is, then you need to be making money off of it. These are the type of people that I have around me, and this is only scratching the surface. Cheryl Merritt with Kingdom Atlanta. You all may have saw the live a couple weeks ago. If you didn't, go back to her page or my page and view that. Man, I got some people around me doing big things. Miss Tanya Southern Bell Chambers. Y'all know her from being the cupcake lady, making the most phenomenal cupcakes. But if I could tell y'all all the stuff that she has planned right now, it is incredible. I don't know if she's ready to put it out there just yet, but she got big things popping for sure. But everybody, I want you to drop your venture in the comments. I'm going to take just one more second, and I want you guys to, whatever your venture is, and you know what? This is what it's all about too. Philanice Nisi West has her own hair care products. Hear me when I say that. I have been using these products, and I'm like, Nisi, what are you doing? Like I can forego everything else that I have in this hair collection of things that I have because of what you have developed. She has close to 30 years in the hair care game. It's crazy that she has helped launch all of these hair care products. Why wouldn't she do it for herself? So I want everybody to take a moment and drop your venture in the comments. I'm going to keep going so that we stay within good time, because I want to finish today talking about commitment. I want to talk about commitment. And you have to be committed to God's vision for your life. And I'm going to tell you, I want you to notice how I worded that. You have to be committed to God's vision for your life. Now, let me tell you, you can have a vision for yourself, and it might be successful. In fact, you could be very successful. but it'll never be all that it is, all that God has for you if it's just your vision. If you haven't truly dug deep to say, Lord, what is it that you have for my life? What is it that you would have for me to do in this life? What is it that you would have me leave as a blessing to other people, to my family after I am gone? And can I say this? When God gives you a vision, it's yours to carry. It's yours to carry all the way across the line. And it's going to take commitment. Now, let me tell you, I heard a definition of commitment before that I have never forgotten. Commitment is doing what you said you would do long after the mood in which you said it. I'm going to say it again, because a lot of times we get so excited about these things that we want to do. And we say that we're going to be committed to them. And we're excited in the beginning, right? We're running and hopefully we're writing things down and we're getting things done. But commitment, true commitment, is doing what you said you would do long after the mood in which you said you would do it. Guys, and the hair stands up on the back of my neck. That's what we have to do in our busy days. That's what we have to do when we get distracted. That's what we have to do when life happens. And all of these things, they're going to be difficult days. They're going to be busy days. But let me ask you this. You don't think God accounted for COVID when he gave you the vision? He absolutely accounted for COVID when he said, hey, Travia, you're going to be an author, a producer, a philanthropist. He accounted for all of that. Martia, when he had you to transition into what you're doing with these phenomenal websites that you're building and the marketing. By the way, I sent you a message and I need your services. So don't forget to call me, but he accounted for all of that. And all of these people that are dropping their ventures in the comment box, everybody may not like this, but I'm going to say it. It's not free. It's not free. I made that mistake for 5 years. And I truly believe that some people are put out front to make some mistakes so that the people coming behind us don't make the same mistakes. Valerie's book, I would never let her give me this. This is her vision from God. This is what God gave her. Nisi, she would have given me that first jar for me to try. I was like, what's the Cash App? Guys, we need to do better because these are our visions, but it doesn't mean that our visions are supposed to be free. I made that mistake. And I won't doubt myself anymore. Been there, done that. I know that Faith Board experience, when you get the prep call, you get the live event, you get the 30-day check-in, you get the mid-year meetup, and now we're on the Finish Strong virtual meetup. Guys, that's 5 touches that people are getting for one ticket price. The vision is not free. And it shouldn't be, right? And I'm not going to doubt myself. It's not just pretty pictures on the board for me. That's not what I'm about doing. And that's why I have some exciting news today. And y'all can type drum roll in the comments. I have some exciting news in addition to faithboardexperience.com. In addition to the 5 touches that people are already getting, I want to, for the first time, offer an additional touch this year. And this additional opportunity is to allow each of us to regroup in this time. It is a different time, right? It's not business as usual. I don't want to hear that because my business is not usual right now. Not for work, not for this. It's not usual. I believe Tanya said that she has to pivot. She had to pivot. We have to pivot. Martia says she is transitioning. We have to transition, right? And I want to offer an additional touch this year in order for us to push harder than we have ever pushed before. And I'm getting ready to close out with this, but I want to make sure that you all get this information. I want us to push more than we ever have before, because I fully understand that this is probably one of the hardest years a lot of people have been through. I definitely don't want to discount that. And can I be honest? 2020 is pushing. It's pushing on all of us. I'm pushing back. I don't know about you, but baby, I'm pushing back. And 2020 is not over. I still have plenty of time to do so much in this year. I'm not going to look back on 2020 and say, man, everything got jacked up. I didn't get this done. I didn't do any. No. That is not who I was created to be. And I want everybody to consider what you can finish. Understand what I said, what you can finish this year. I want you to focus on what you can finish. I don't want no stinking thinking. I don't want you to start talking about what you got going on, what's in the way, what will prevent you from doing it. Nope, that's not the conversation that I'm trying to have with everybody on this line today. What can you do? And I want everybody to think about this for a moment. We're going to push back. What can you finish in 2020? What can you finish? Whether it's something that you've already started or whether it's something that you've been putting on the back burner because of your current situation or because of what you have going on, what can you finish? And I'm going to hold you to the fire because I want you to type it in the comments. I'm going to have some proof. And y'all know, Nisi, Allison, Arika, Martia, Donna, Barbara, Janelle, y'all know I'm good for what's going on with this, what's going on with your business, what's going on with your venture. You know, Marvette, how's this coming? Marvette built this phenomenal deck, although it's been taken over by her sons. And so I know she already has another project in the works. So I want you to start typing in the comments right now what you can finish. That's what we're talking about today. We're not talking about what you can start, but what do you have on your list that you can finish in 2020? What can you finish? So let me all tell you, I'm gonna hold myself to the fire. I dare not ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself, right? What can you finish in 2020? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what I can finish in 2020. Right after I tell you when our next touch is going to be. And I want to make sure that you write it down. November the 7th. November the 7th, we're going to get together one more time. We normally this is the last touch of the year before you receive your letters. If you attended the live event in January, November 7th at 9 a.m. And I do these at 9 a.m. because I want to do them early when your brain is still fresh and it's going. November the 7th, we're going to get together one more time. No charge, nothing extra. This is my gift to you. And I got goals too. So I'm going to type in the box as well. And my goal is to fully outfit my blog. Fully outfit my blog. And I may have spelled that wrong, but I'm going to take a minute to do it. Fully outfit my blog. Why do I say fully outfitted? Because guess what? My brand new blog is live this morning. So you all know I have faithboardexperience.com, but because of the help of Marvette, I now have a blog. C. Burns Falker is live. It is live. And guys, let me tell you that I'm so excited. It has been a labor of love. Marvette has had to crack the whip several times. Like I said, Faithboard Experience is still there, but my blog is now live, C. Burns Falker. I need to fully outfit it. So my first goal is to fully outfit my blog. And then my next goal is to monetize my blog. Oh yeah. Because when I tell you that people are out here getting their coins, and I ain't talking about the kind that you can hear jingle. I'm talking about people are out here getting paid. I already know that. So I'm excited. Marvette has been on me to do this for so long. So I need to fully outfit my blog. I need to monetize my blog. And y'all, I'm going to make it real hard on myself, just so y'all know that I'm not playing. I also need to get my ebook done. So the 5 keys to success that you normally get at Faith Board Experience in January will now be an ebook. 5 keys to success. Some of you already know what they are. If you haven't been to the live event, you will have to pick it up on Amazon.com because I plan to get that done by the end of the year. The ebook will be done. Now, I know a lot of you all are probably thinking, well, if the 5 keys to success are now going to be an ebook, what are you going to cover at Faith Board Experience? I'm glad you asked, because Faith Board Experience is getting a brand new facelift for 2021. It will be an all new experience. I ain't gonna tell you everything. You got to come back November 7th to get that. But when I tell you guys, I'm so excited about where, I'm so glad the cat is out of the bag. I can take a deep breath. I'm so excited about where God is taking me with this vision that he has given me to carry across the line. Because you know what? We're not small fish in a big pond. Baby, I'm a big fish in a sea of opportunities and possibilities. And I'm not waiting till 2021 to get it. So I'm going to outfit my blog. I'm going to monetize my blog. And I am going to finish my ebook for Faith Board Experience, the 5 keys to success. Y'all, it's time to eat. It's time to eat, quite simply. You know, there are a lot of people who are struggling right now, but God did not design his people to struggle. No, because the daddy that I know of owned the cattle on 1,000 hills. What? It's time to eat. It is time to eat, people. So what I want to do is make sure, don't be shy, because I've only seen a few comments come across about what people are going to do. I don't want you to be shy about what your goals are, because see, when you have to see it like this, like Travia says, her weight and her health goals, monetize my consulting. Yes, Travia is, I'm talking about, she a bad girl when it comes to marketing. Finish her book draft. Follow up with companies who are interested in her scripts. Yes. Kayla said it is time to eat. Y'all, it's time to get it. And the people that I know that I'm not going to let you off easy. So I want to make sure that everybody on here today, make sure that you follow Faith Board Experience on Facebook. I am going to be a lot more consistent, Allison Parker, on Faith Board Experience. But for many, that is where you will find information about the next call, about encouragement, about tips. And then you can follow me on all social media platforms at C. Burns Falker. I want you to save a reminder for November 7th. Our push date, that's what I'm going to call it. Our push date is November the 7th at 9 a.m. It'll be right back here on Facebook. Actually, right now, I'm going live to my Facebook experience page, my personal profile page, and YouTube right now. So we're on all of those platforms this morning. So you can go back and watch this. You can share it. And November 7th, that's our push date. That's when we're going to make sure that we're on schedule to finish our push projects by year's end. Folks, 2020 is not over. And I am so grateful. I'm going to try to show you guys this last thing before we close out on my wall. I don't know if you're able to see it. But some of the things that you've heard me say this morning, these are things that I look at every single day. Don't wait until you're not afraid. Jump scared. Pray, plan, and execute. And this one I want to remind you of. This morning, it says, "Dear past, bye. Dear future, let's get it." And that's what I want to end with this morning. Dear future, let's get it. I thank each and every one of you for joining me this morning. If you need some extra help, Marvette will be putting a coaching link on my site very soon. You'll be able to sign up for coaching sessions if you need any additional help. And again, thank you guys. Let's finish strong. Love you.